On Facebook, I always talk to you about not buying a house. The reason I want you to buy a house, especially now, is because of affordable housing. Like, look, for example, lot right here. Like this lot, if you leave it up to the politicians, unfortunately, we need affordable housing. What does that mean? That means you're going to get people who pay below market rent, which is not the problem. The problem is the government eventually abandons them, can find a way to make the money, and they just leave the people to fend for themselves. Haven't taught them any skills to work, haven't worked on any saving money for a rainy day. And what do? They move people in, and after they move people in, they move cars in, so the streets full of cars. And that's not even the worst part. They start having loud parties. No, you can't discriminate against those people. Well, they're discriminating against me, paying music out. I mean, for example, my grandmother had a nice house. Nothing was wrong, and all of a sudden, hey, next to the freeway, they squashed these houses in, man. They squashed these little duplexes in. I came out there one day, this black guy had all kind of tattoos. I said, that's it. I sold the house, man. I said, I can't come out and look at this guy. Can't. They're living for free, getting food stamps. I'm getting my ass kicked at work every couple of days. And I got this guy living for free, fucking his girlfriend's moving him in, all kind of bullshit. And I'm the criminal, man. Cops pulling me over, bro, you going too fast. I'm getting taxed by the tax man. So I understand why people fear affordable housing, and you should. Because it's basically, the government makes the government look good initially, and then the government abandons them. And you're stuck with the fucking mess. And then homeless come after that. Go 385 East 116th Play. They squashed up under the ramp over there, and no one does anything, man. So don't buy a house, because if you're especially in a low-income neighborhood, you're gonna get affordable housing. A little 5, 6, 8 unit place, 2 years that in 5 or 6 years come into a drug haven. That's one reason I wouldn't buy a house. Also, I wouldn't buy a house just because you just can't move. Maybe in the future, if your house can turn into a transformer and you can move, buy it. Until then, don't, because it's basically like Grant Cardone says, cash flow is king. If you have an area where people want to come, like for example, this park, maybe you have a nice park, some fresh new money in. Like, money is like water, man. When it circulates, it's sweet, it's clear, it's cool. But when you let it just sit, it gets nasty, it stinks. That's what affordable housing is. It's just nasty and stinks because there's no money circulating. Money's coming in, and all that money, they're so broke, pays the rent, pays for some food. So that's what I'm saying when it comes to that house. Don't buy a house because of affordable housing, and because you just can't move your house. And you can't, unless you can control the cash flow coming into your area. So let me know what you think, man. To go into 2023, I wouldn't touch a house, man. Even if it was in $1 million area, it doesn't matter. You'll see what happens after the writer's strike. Look at Hollywood, man. Well, I used to go buy my porn books, man. Used to be all clean and stuff, but as the studios started to move away, they moved to Burbank and stuff. Once you start getting that fresh money coming in, things get stale. Homeless people stay around a little longer because the cops are incentivized to move them. So don't buy a house. That's my only advice for you for now. Follow Grant Cardone's advice. He's right.